Hello everyone and welcome to the last lecture in the series Machine Learning 101. In this lecture we will talk about decision trees. What are decision trees? In this video I will go about making a decision tree in front of you. So a decision tree is basically, you can think of it like a flowchart. It helps you make decisions based on previous experiences, much like a flowchart does. So the example we will be considering in this lecture will be of a person who is trying to decide whether he or she should go to a comedy show or not. So luckily, this person had registered every time there was a comedy show in town in the recent past, and had also registered some basic information about the comedian. And lastly, he also registered whether he or she went or not. So now, based on this dataset, Python can help you create a decision tree that can be used to decide if any new shows that happen in town are worth attending or not. Okay, so the example here is in front of you. So originally you just import your libraries, and we start by reading in the dataset shows.csv, and then you print this dataset, data frame, pandas data frame, not dataset. Okay, so to make a decision tree, all of the data has to be numerical. And if you see, when I will show you this example, you will see that our dataset has some non-numerical columns, such as nationality of the comedian and whether the person went or not. Go. So pandas package has a map method that takes a dictionary and helps you convert non-numerical values to numerical values based on this dictionary. For example, the dictionary here, UK with key and key UK value 0, key USA value 1, key N value 2, means convert the value UK to 0, USA to 1 and N to 2. Okay, so then we change the string values into numerical values. So we create a dictionary. Then df nationality, the nationality column of the data frame, is mapped to this dictionary. And next we mutate the dictionary to be about yes or no, whether the person attended or not. Yes 1, no 0. Then we map the go column of the data frame. Then we again print the data frame just to see whether our conversion worked. Okay, now as you probably might have seen in the previous videos, we have the feature vectors and the response vectors from the dataset. So we have to separate the feature columns from the target column or the response column. The feature columns are those columns where we try to predict from, and target column or the response column is the column which has the values which we try to predict. Capital X, we represent the feature column by capital X and the target column by lowercase y. So in our example, the feature columns are age, experience, rank and nationality, while the target column is only go, whether the person went or not. So we can split the dataset into two like this: x equal to df square bracket features, y equal to df square bracket go. Then we print these two datasets. Okay, so now let us get to creating the actual decision tree. We create this decision tree model object, we fit it with our details, and we save a PNG image on the computer for later use. I will show that also. This is also a very useful trick to know because you might need to share this or use it later in your other work. Okay, so dtree equal to decision tree classifier open close parenthesis. This creates a decision tree object called dtree. Then dtree.fit, each regressor has a fit method associated, and we pass the feature vector and the response vector as parameters. And then we call data, which is tree.export graphviz. D tree, which is the decision tree we just created, output file none, and feature names, which is the names of the feature vector. Then using the py.plus package, we create a graph from .data and we pass a parameter data. Lastly, we write this graph object to a PNG file, mydecisiontree.png. Then we read this image, pltimage.imread, and we pass in the name of the image as a parameter. Lastly, to plot this, we create an img plot, plt.img show, imshow, img as parent parameter, and lastly plt.show. You have to call plt.show whenever you are printing or showing a graph, a matplotlib graph. Okay, so now let us actually run this. So now you see when I run this, I got a decision tree graphically displayed. Okay, so the first node has a couple of decision criteria: whether the rank of the comedian is less than 6.5 or not, whether the GINE is equal to 0.497 or not, samples is 13 or not, value is 6 or 7 or not. If these conditions are true, then you go to the next node, and here there are some more conditions. If these conditions are false, you go to the other node, and so on. You can follow this decision tree to reach your conclusion. And if you see this, the data set we got as output. Yes, so here was our original data set: age, experience, nationality, and Go. So as you can see, nationality here is character vector, and Go is also a character vector. So after converting it to numerical values, we saw that nationality has 0, 1 and 2, because the dictionary had 0, 1 and 2 as its values, while the dictionary used to map Go had only 0 and 1. 1 for yes, no, and 0 for no. And lastly, we are just printing the feature vector and response vector separately. So when we printed the feature vector, we got the 4 columns we needed, and the response vector had only the values from the Go column. Okay, and yeah, so like I said, you can use the decision tree and the various nodes to predict new values. For example, you can ask, should you go and see a show starring a 40 years old American comedian who has 10 years of experience and has a comedy ranking of 7? So you can do that by using this snippet: print parenthesis d3.predict parenthesis 2 square brackets one after another, 40 for his age, 10 for his experience, 7 for his ranking, and 1 for his nationality, and then you will get an output. Similarly, if you just change his comedy ranking from 7 to 6, you can again write a similar code snippet but change the 7 to 6 and get an output. So you see, when I ran this, I got 1 for the first one and 0 for the second one. This means I should go for the first one and I should not go for the second one. Oh sorry, the other way around. I should not go for the first one, but I should go for the second one. And if you remember, the first node in the graph was rank less than 6.5. So comedy ranking of 7 is obviously greater than 6.5, and comedy ranking of 6 is less than 6.5. So the thing to note is that a decision tree will give you different results if you run it many times, and it will do so even if you feed it with the same data every time. This is because there is some randomness associated with most of the machine learning algorithms, and no machine learning algorithm is 100% determinate. So decision tree, it does not give you a 100% certain answer. It is based on the probability of an outcome, and the answer will obviously vary as a result. Okay, thank you for attending this lecture. I hope you had fun in this series. I will be back with another series soon, which will cover more advanced concepts in machine learning. Until then, I request you to please practice the algorithms that I have covered in this series. And if you have any questions, you should leave them below the respective videos, and I will get back to them as soon as I can. Thank you and best of luck.